Namaste, everyone, and welcome to Anchor the Light. As always, we try to share ancient teachings that are applicable to our everyday lives. And today, it's very, very simple. The skilled hawk hides its talents. It's a Japanese proverb. When I was meditating on it, it's interesting that, it brings to mind our everyday life where there are people who just need to let people know how much they earn, what skills they have, just essentially showing off. Okay? So this deep and very simple proverb simply says, number one, if you have the skills, be strategic about it. There's a saying, do not show your cards until you're ready to play it. So that is on the strategy side. When it comes to spiritual practice and spiritual development, this basically reminds us to be humble, that whatever our spiritual development, whatever our skills are, you don't need to show it to the world. Essentially, when it's needed, it shows up. So why is this important? Oftentimes in this society, again, social media is quite interesting. It's always like me, myself, and I, look at me, I'm so good, I'm so smart, I'm so this and so that. It's trying to emphasize like, look, we have to give ourselves credit for stuff that we do. It's good to have good self-esteem. The only problem is, at some point, when that is focused so much, it becomes so much about ourselves that if we're not getting the recognition or validation from other people, we almost have to say, hey, look at me. Come on, look at me. I'm this, I'm that. Make sense? But in reality, people who are really skillful, people who really know their stuff, I didn't need to show you how good I am. I'm not here to get your approval. If it's needed, I show it. So it's a combination of both humility as well as strategy. Now, how does that work with strategy? It's very simple. If we keep our mouth shut, it gives us the ability to observe. As you observe, you walk into a meeting, you observe. Instead of opening your mouth, you're showing your cards ready, right? So just keep your mouth shut, observe. This person has this plan for the company, this person has this plan, this person has this plan. You observe, okay, let's see. How do I strategically position my plan so that I can produce better results than these dudes? If you show your cards already, too late. By then, people are already doing the other way around, where they're looking at you, I'm going to overtake what that guy does. And you're dead in the water. Strategically, it's smart to keep your mouth shut, observe, evaluate, and form your strategy. So when it comes to work with business, hiding your talents basically is saying that the hawk has mighty power, but it keeps its talents quiet or hidden. Observe. When it's ready, it pounces. Okay, I don't mean that in a negative way, like, you're going to destroy someone, but it's just strategic thinking. A lot of people, there's a disengagement between brain and mouth. In other words, they keep mouthing off everything without thinking, just thinking that if they make a lot of sound, people perceive them as smart. But in reality, people who are smart keep their mouth shut. They observe. There's a thing called silent strength. Silent strength basically means when you talk, when it's needed, you are oftentimes perceived as somebody who's wiser. And when you're silent, you don't need to show off. That confidence is perceived by other people. When you have someone that just all day long afterwards going, okay, would you shut up now? So when you're strategic about it, being silent and observing, you get to choose the appropriate words and the appropriate actions. This still goes back to the Eightfold Path that we talked about during the preparation for Wesak. Number one, right viewpoint. As they say, you walk into a room, you read the room before you open your mouth. You read the room. Okay, what is the overall atmosphere in this room? How are the people? Are they stressed? Are they happy? What are their pain points? You observe. Viewpoint, observe. Then you go, your pain points are, number one, they're not doing so well with their finances. So what's another pain point? I think this person is going through financial issues and family issues. Okay, let's observe. So you're just observing viewpoint, viewpoint, viewpoint. Once you gather data, then you go, okay, right, remember, right viewpoint, then right thinking. Then you think, what is the proper way for me to think? I should think of ways to give each person a solution. Person who having financial issues, okay, what are the ways that I can help this person? The person having family and financial issues, what are the ways I can help this person? So that's right thinking. Of course, right thinking is not just mental or intellectual process, it also involves emotional, caringness, empathy. And then from there, it will determine what comes out of our mouth. And then what comes out of our mouth also manifests, what comes out of our mind, the thoughts and emotions in your mouth also affects your body language. It all starts with what? Same thing, right viewpoint. So the hawk is constantly observing. When it's ready, it shows its talents or whatever it needs to show in order to get a job done. When it comes to spiritual practice, this encourages inner reflection. Inner reflection means instead of doing something, saying something, you just be quiet, go into meditation, reflect on, okay, what did I do yesterday? What did I do last week? What did I do in that particular confrontation? Was I too harsh? Was I correct in what I said? Should I have been a little more caring? Should I have been more understanding? All these things happen only doing silence. If you're yapping, the mouth moving, and the brain trying to process, these two can't happen at the same time. So you observe your internal condition. See, earlier, the strategy, that's external condition, watching what's going on. But when it comes to spiritual practice, basically it's saying, observe our inner condition. Is our mind calm? Are our emotions calm? Is my mind quiet? Or is it full of turmoil? And then you go observe, why is there turmoil? What are the causes of this turmoil? What are the ways for me to calm this turmoil, to turn it from chaos and turmoil into calmness, into silence? That cannot happen when the mouth is yapping. That's why you always say, every day, each of us should have at least 3 to 5 minutes of silence and stillness. Because only in those times are we given the opportunity to observe externally and, more importantly, observe internally. Now, you will notice simply by practicing these things, it changes the way you interact with your world. You also start to notice how certain people are so insecure, they need to be making noise, doing something that's shiny to get people's attention. Now, in your case, since you have this silent confidence, you know who you are, you know your strength, your weaknesses, you don't need to broadcast it to the world. You know, there's almost like an insulting phrase, some of you heard it before. Light travels faster than sound. So most people look brighter until they open their mouth. I know that's kind of harsh, but you read this, they're kind of, it's like a play on science, and at the same time trying to say that some people, they're better off staying quiet. It makes them look smarter. But just the minute they open their mouth, they reveal that they don't know anything. It's like, after listening to about 5 minutes ago, that didn't make any sense. Then there's some people, they barely say anything, but a few words they say, hit you like that. You know why? Because there's inner reflection, careful observation, and then choosing the right words and right actions to get maximum impact for the situation. So that is the deeper meaning of the skilled hawk hides his talents. as I share with you a lot, try to restrain the movement of the mouth by proper understanding. Otherwise, what happens? If you try to recollect some of the people you know, you go, okay, that conversation was 10 minutes. How much substance was there in that 10 minutes? You go, we have probably a minute. The rest was just noise. And oftentimes when we're teaching class, to help the student be able to have more clarity, they ask a question, they're going around in a circle. I just have to kind of say, and what's your question? Oh, okay. And they go, I don't need to know all that. What is your question? It forces the person to do what? Cut through all the noise. Okay, this is actually my question. So it's very, very important. Okay, let me just do this. Hold on a second. All right. So it's very, very important that a person, second, one of the things cut out. Just do this again. All right. All right. So again, that's why it's so important. When you read this Japanese proverb, it's quite simple. The skilled hawk hides its talents is to do inner reflection. Because once there's inner reflection, it gives us the ability to have calmness, and that calmness and silence, it gives us clarity. And clarity gives you the ability to choose strategically how to think, how to speak, and how to act. That's it. I would highly recommend you meditate. These are very, very simple proverbs, but if you really think about it, they're quite deep. Now, I encourage you for the next few days is to observe people around you. Just observe how many of the people around you are talking more, and then when they talk, you observe. You listen, you observe. Is there substance in what they're saying, or they're going around in a circle? You're not doing this to criticize. It's to just simply observe and go, it's interesting. Do I do that also? What does it do? It forces us to be, when we speak, to make it simple, clear, and succinct. That's what we always encourage our students. We always encourage our Panic Healing instructors. When you're giving a message, follow simple rule. Whatever you're saying, make it simple, make it clear, make it succinct. We're just saying, remember SCC, simple, clear, succinct. Simple, clear, succinct. SCS, simple, clear, succinct. If we just keep this in mind all the time, it forces us to do what? To pause, to observe, to think, to process, and think, how do I make this simple so the other party can understand it? Number 2, make it clear. In other words, as we speak, the other person would understand, oh, that's what you're trying to say. And instead of using 20,000 words, you say it in less than 10 words. Now, there's a little shortcut on how to do this. That shortcut is writing. Why writing? When I say writing, it could be with a pen, it could be typing. You see, when you're talking to someone, what happens? You can say, well, this is what I want you to do. You know what I mean? They look at you, at your body language, with your tone, right? From there, they can get an idea what you're trying to say. But when you're writing or you're typing, they don't see any of that. They just base it on the words that you use. So what happens? When you write, it forces us to be clear. And then what happens when you reread what you wrote? You go, if I'm reading this, I would not know what the heck I'm trying to say. So what you do, you rephrase it to make it what? Simple, clear, and succinct. Make it simple to understand. Make it very clear. It doesn't take a PhD to understand it. And make use of as few words as possible. It reminds me of classified ads. You notice when you read the newspaper, you look at the classified ads, wanted, computer programmer. These are the skills, how much per hour, part-time, full-time. And even then, what do? They cut down the letters. Why? Because each letter, each space costs money. So if you ever written one of those classified ads, what happens? It forces you to be clear, make it simple so there's no doubt, and make it succinct. You notice that? And so what we do, all I'm doing is I'm copying what my teacher did. I remember Grandmaster Choco Sushi get on stage, talk for 10 minutes, and I've written probably easily 10, 20 pages of notes. Because in those 10 minutes, it was so simple and clear and succinct, there's no fillers. So when you sit in front of him for 30 minutes, an hour, it's like, wow, that blows my mind. No fillers. Unlike some people I've read, sometimes I sat in front of lectures, I'm going, that's a whole hour. The most important part is 5 minutes. You know what? They're fillers, going around in a circle. So sometimes I don't say it verbally because it's not kind. When I'm listening to someone, I'm going, what's your point? I do not need to hear you think. What's your point? You don't say that because it's unkind, right? But I'm going, okay, you're taking me for a ride. What's your point? Here's what happens. And I end it with this. What we say is a reflection of the clarity or the muddiness of our minds. Write that down. When a person speaks, it's a reflection of how clear or how muddy their thinking process is. So before we open our mouth, observe, process, then open mouth. Otherwise, it could reveal how dumb we are or how smart we are. And usually, if there's too many words with less content, it just reveals we're not that intelligent. Okay? That's all. Simple lesson. And I always use that example where I'm sitting on the plane and some people are not aware of the environment. They just talk. You know what I'm saying? This is a 3-hour ride. Thank God for noise canceling headphones because they talk loud. And then if I'm not listening to my headphone, to whatever I'm watching, I would just kind of go, man, that was 10, 15 minutes of yapping, but there was no substance. No wonder people's lives are messy. There's no clarity. With no clarity, you cannot have what? Clear thinking. You cannot have clear speech. You cannot have clear actions. And so from there, lifestyle goes down the toilet. So I refer you back to the Eightfold Path, what the Buddha taught, right viewpoint, which allows us to have right thinking, right speaking or right speech, right action. You put the four together, you have right lifestyle. You screw up the first one, you throw out the rest. Now, where does meditation come in? To just kind of wrap it up. Meditation forces the soul to withdraw itself from those clouds of thoughts, feelings, emotions, and actions and just be still. And in that stillness, we get to go back to who we are, just pure energy. It gives us ability to observe, gives us ability to choose thoughts, words, and actions that we produce. That's that. Simple. Let's meditate. Put your hand like this. Be aware of your crown. I am that. I am. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotion or the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, divine power. I am that. That I am, the soul, the spiritual self. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. I'm one with God. I'm one with all. There's only oneness. Be still. I am that. That I am. Now open your hands in blessing. We'll do meditation twin hearts as taught to us by my teacher, Grandmaster Choco Suyi. So be aware of your heart. Imagine beautiful pink light from your heart flowing from your heart through your hands and blessing the entire earth. Just imagine the earth in front of you the size of a little ball. From your heart through your hands, fill it with beautiful pink light. We will use the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, within me, outside of me, let me bring unconditional love. Be aware of your heart, your hands. Fill the earth with peace and with love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Let's recall people we know going through challenging times. With their health, with their relationships, even their finances. Visualize their lives getting better and better. May they be blessed with hope and with faith in a better life. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light, sadness, joy. Just be aware of your heart and your hands. Allow ourselves to simply be channels and instruments to bless the earth with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness, with hope, with faith, with light, and with joy. So be it. Now just be still. Allow the loving energy to simply flow through us and fill the entire earth. So be it. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Lift that loving feeling from your heart up to your crown, and exhale. One more time. Be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Lift it up to the crown. Exhale. One more time. Be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. And stay there. Just be aware of your crown. Be still. You might feel a pressure, a tingling on your crown. That is your crown stretching and being filled with intense divine energy. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. Just allow the golden light from your crown to flow down through your hands, out of your hands, and bless your family. People you love, fill them with golden light. Let it spread to your relatives and friends. Let the golden light spread to your workplace, to the people you work with. Let it spread to the city you live in. Let it spread to the country, throughout the entire country and all the countries in the world. Fill the entire earth with beautiful golden light. May all be blessed. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with loving kindness. May all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. Blessings be to all. Just gently be aware of your crown in your hands, and just flood the earth with intense golden light. So be it. Now gently be aware of your heart and your crown together. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, imagine golden light pouring out of our hands even brighter than before, and once more filling our homes. Fill all our loved ones with beautiful golden light. Our relatives and friends, our workplace, the city, the country, let it fill up the entire world. Fill the entire earth with beautiful golden light. Our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. From the center of the heart of God, through my spirit, through my soul, through my entire being, may all beings in the lower worlds, middle worlds, the higher worlds, may all beings in every dimension, every direction, above and below, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. May all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing. May all be healed of any pain, sorrow, or suffering. So be it. May all be blessed with understanding, harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. Blessings be to all. There are so many places in the world where people are suffering, either politically, due to calamities. It could be to crime, could be to famine. Think of these places where people are suffering. Fill those places with intense golden light. From the center of the heart of God, may all people, all beings in these places be blessed with compassionate, purifying, and healing light. May they be healed. May they be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine healing energy. So be it. May they be healed of any pain, sorrow, or suffering. So be it. Blessings be to all. So be it. So be it. Be still and just keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Allow the blessings to just keep flowing through our crown, our hearts, our crowns, our hearts, and our hands. Continue filling up the earth with this golden light. Be still and let the energy flow through. Now gently lower your hands. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Be still. Imagine a beautiful golden light just floating above your head. Just light floating above your head. Be aware of your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to your crown and into that golden light. Stay there. Once more, be aware of your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to your throat, to the center of your head. Be still. To your crown, past your crown, and into that golden light. Stay there. The entire awareness and attention is in that beautiful golden light. Be still. Be aware of that golden light. Simultaneously, be aware of the inner peace and stillness within you. And listen. Allow your awareness to just drift into that space before the next Om. Stay there. Be aware of the inner stillness, the inner peace, and that inner light. Be still. Be still. Be aware. Be aware of the inner stillness, the inner peace, and the pure nothingness. And just let go and let things be. Now. Gently, very slowly, very gently and slowly. Move your fingers, move your toes. Gently and slowly come back. Take your time. Raise your hands in blessing position once more. Imagine the earth in front of you with all the people you love. Fill them with this beautiful golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with much happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and spiritual oneness. So be it. So be it. Just bless all of them with beautiful golden light. So be it. Now, be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Just imagine from your feet and the base of your spine, project golden light down deep into the earth. Just project that golden light down and repeat after me. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings to Mother Earth. So be it. So be it. So it is. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. To my teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui, Mahaguruji Jimei, thank you for all the blessings in full faith. So it is. All right, you can open your eyes. Now, after the meditation, let's just do a quick experiment. Observe your thoughts and emotions. What do you notice? Observe the stillness. How have you noticed, like, so quiet? Exactly. Now, try to understand this. In this state of quietness, silence, how's your level of clarity? It's clear, right? Now, think of a topic, think of a project that you need to do. What is your outcome? What do you want to what results do you want to produce? What are the parts? What are the tasks? You know, all these things are very easy to focus on because there's no inner noise. That's that. Without meditation, spiritual practice, most people, what do? They have to go through all this chaos and this cloud of thoughts and emotions. And go, it's so stressful. I just need to know what my end result is. Because there's so much noise. So just by spending, a short 10-minute meditation, clears everything, pull you out of the cloud, you have clarity. That's it. People work too hard. In reality, you just spend 5-10 minutes every day in your meditation. It makes your entire day much more productive. Otherwise, you waste your time, going through the noise. So people who have spiritual practices, they get more done. People think, hey, spirituality and materialism are far away from each other. No, they're actually two sides of the same coin. It's just a matter how you use it. That's it. So thank you very much for joining. We will see you in the next Anchor the Light. And as always, please share this with as many people as possible. And people always ask, how do they donate and give to the cause? You just go to matchco.org. You can donate if you like. That's it. Namaste. You guys take care, and we'll see you in the next Anchor the Light. Okay, bye-bye.